What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of WWE Content. And let's talk about last night's Monday Night Raw, the last Monday Night Raw before the Royal Rumble. Oh my god, what a crazy turn of events. From the opening promo of AJ Styles and CM Punk comes out, then out of nowhere, it went from talking about their career paths and what they went through to get to where they are to be on top of the mountain to now having a main event fight for the World Heavyweight Championship a couple days before AJ Styles puts his career on the line and faces Gunther at the Royal Rumble. And then we get into the first match, of course, a six-woman tag team match. All champions versus former champions. I'm talking Rhea and Io, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, and La Primera, Stephanie Vaquero, the Women's World Heavyweight Champion, versus the Judgment Day Girls, Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and Roxanne Perez. Oh my god. These girls did not play. Like watching that match was just so electrifying. It was like rewatching one of the evolution matches that they have for the tag team titles back when Raquel and Roxanne were the tag team champions. It was just super amazing. Like all of them did an amazing job. I'm talking Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer. Even with a messed up ankle, she still prevailed and kicked the crap out of Raquel. That was just freaking amazing, in my opinion. And then Rhea gets the pin on Roxanne Perez. Like, what? But during the whole match, I'm still confused on what's happening between Liv and Roxanne. Like, what's really Liv's angle here? I mean, she's literally in the same group as the same with this girl who again is trying to steal her man and steal her titles. Like, again, Liv, what is your angle here with this girl Roxanne? I mean, look, I get it. She's trying to steal your man and everything, and she stole your whole family or whatever. But why you gotta be friends with this chick? I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's weird. It's confusing. I feel like you're trying to play the nice girl, and then once their back is turned, you betray them. If that's the case, then so be it. But still, like, come on, what is your angle here? After the match, I mean, we had a bunch of crazy promos. Natalia finally spoke up for herself and defended her reason on why she betrayed Maxine in the first place. I mean, if we see this kind of Natalia at the Royal Rumble, Triple A underground fighting boxer badass kind of girl, oh my god, these women are going to be sorry to ever mess with a girl like Natalia Neidhart, especially since she wants to go after the Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch. I mean, it couldn't get any better than this. I feel like for me, it's gonna be like rewatching a Divas match they had back in the day. So that's just gonna be freaking amazing. So during the course of Monday Night Raw, we already know everybody's in the Royal Rumble. Basically, the Vision's down the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns is in the Royal Rumble. Oh, but Femi, a former NXT roster dude, he's now in the Royal Rumble. Like right now, everybody's just gunning into the Royal Rumble, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But since everybody's in the Royal Rumble, Finn Balor's not in the Royal Rumble. And now I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? All the slots are filled. All 30 men are now declaring themselves in the Royal Rumble, and Finn Balor's not in it. And then what Liv said just like got me like really irritating. Like, for once, someone gave him his flowers, and you're just crapping all over them. Like, why? And before, like, Finn gave CM Punk his flowers. Like, he said thank you. Like, he made him put on the greatest show in his home country with his family sitting in the front row with his grandma in backstage, seeing her grandson performing in front of their own people. But then Liv Morgan has to crap all over it and be like, "What were you thinking? Like, what is wrong with you?" And then you want to leave the Judgment Day? I think he should leave the Judgment Day actually, because through the course of his career right now, since he's been in Judgment Day, he's been helping everybody. He helped Rhea Ripley. He helped Damian Priest. He helped Dom Mysterio more than once. He helped his best friend JD be in the crew. And so far, all he gets is a couple of lame matches and maybe two tag team title runs with his best friend. Seriously, that's all we get from him? Like, come on, be better, people, be better. And I've been saying this for I don't know how many times, I don't know how many podcast episodes, I don't know how many TikTok videos I did back in the day when I would be like giving my opinion on what would happen with the Judgment Day and Finn Balor. I want him to leave. Like, I just want him to cut ties with everybody and just be his own man and for once be the champion he always wanted to be. And for once, he should be selfish and just not care what anybody thinks about him or what the Judgment Day thinks about him because he cares too much for them. That's the problem. Like I said, either Dominic betrays the Judgment Day or Finn leaves the Judgment Day. Either way, the Judgment Day has to be disbanded somehow, some way, and that could probably maybe lead to a future match at like a certain PLE. Maybe after WrestleMania, because WrestleMania is like the biggest event of the year. So maybe after WrestleMania, that's when Finn should fight with either Dominic or JD or maybe have something to do with the love triangle between Liv and Dom or whatever. But that's besides the point. The point is, Finn should get his rematch. That's all I'm saying. And with the Vision, like, what is there to say about the Vision? They're obnoxious, they're rude, but at the same time, and this is what I told my mom actually. This is what I told my mom. If all of them are in the Royal Rumble, at some point they're gonna have to betray one another and eliminate each other off the top ropes. Because at every Royal Rumble, the past, let's say, what, 40, 50 years or something, it's every man for themselves. It's the one main event spot to get to WrestleMania and fight for a championship. So not only all four of these guys are in the Royal Rumble, but so was like what, 27, 26 something guys? And one of them is Cody Rhodes. The other one is Roman Reigns. One of them is Obafemi. These guys are like giants to them. And they're going to be in the same ring as these bozos. And they're going to eliminate them and beat the crap out of them. Plus, Jacob Fatu is in the Royal Rumble too. So, how would you guys feel if Jacob Fatu and Braun Breaker in the same ring? Oh my god, that would be electrifying. That would be just amazing. That'd be amazing in my opinion. To me, that would be amazing. Plus, I wouldn't be mad if Seth Rollins made an appearance at the Royal Rumble. I mean, look, we've all seen him do talk shows and stuff. It seems like his shoulder is getting a little bit better. He's doing his physical therapy, and I think it's amazing for him. So imagine if he returns to the Royal Rumble and the look on everybody's face, especially Paul Heyman's face. That will literally be like another shock of the century. That's all I gotta say. Seth Rollins returning to the Royal Rumble and facing the Vision he created? Oh, yes, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. So we get into more of the matches. Of course, we had the number one contenders match for the World Tag Team Championships. It was the Americanos versus Alpha Academy versus the New Day versus American Made. These guys, oh my god, it was just amazing. All these tag teams and their crazy moves and the crazy flips that they did. And Eric Tozawa, he was just incredible. Like the crazy moves he did, the jumps and stuff, and he literally suicide dive, New Day, then American Made, then the Americanos. Like he did not mess around. Like when with him and Otis, their tag team chemistry is just freaking unbelievable, and they won the whole thing. When they won, I was really glad because they deserve it. They've been through so much with the whole situation with Chad Gable and the tag team division was going a little bit slow and stuff, and they weren't doing anything besides backstage promos. But now they get the chance to fight for the tag team titles and against the Usos. I mean, what better way to have a crazy tag team match than that? Alpha Academy versus the Usos. Now that is just going to be freaking amazing. So for promos, let's talk about Gunther. Now look, I never liked this guy since the day he was the Intercontinental Champion. I thought his reign was stupid. It was lame. He kept beating up everybody, whether it's by pinfall or submission, and then he keeps talking all this crap about how, oh, he retired Goldberg, he retired John Cena. He like the reason why he's doing it is because these veterans are overstaying their welcome. I'm sorry, but you retired one of the best wrestlers of each generation. Hello, Goldberg, the unstoppable beast in WCW who was undefeated as the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Like, he beat like what, like 23, 24 guys in the process? And then, of course, the GOAT himself, John Cena, a 17-time never seen champion. He won the Royal Rumble at number 30 after his knee injury. He faced The Rock more than once at two different WrestleManias. He tag teamed with so many people back in the day. He elevated the NXT roster for so long when he was the US champion and he had US Open challenges. He was the one that evolutionized the ruthless aggression, for crying out loud. And you want to talk crap about the history that they've made for us as WWE fans? Dude, not only you are a hypocrite, but you are just lame. You are a lame wrestler. Your promos are lame, your moves are lame, and then, oh yeah, you want to talk about how old these guys are? You're damn near 40, bro. You're like 38 years old. Hey, it's only a matter of time before you reach a certain age and someone's gonna retire you. And you're gonna wonder how that feels when some young guy from the roster is gonna retire you and put you in retirement, like how you did with Goldberg and John Cena. So, for one, I want AJ to still be in the WWE for a long remainder of time before the end of 2026. And I want him to either pin this man or make him tap out like he did before, like Jey Uso made him tap out before, and everybody else has made him tap out before in his career. That's all. Speaking of AJ Styles, now let's get to the main event. Now, the main event was just like, what the hell is going on here? Like, so many moves being tossed around, so many like spins and stuff, so many like crazy pins and their signature moves that backfire, but it didn't backfire. And then was there outside the ring GTS, but of course Punk had to go in to beat the count, and then AJ at the last second beats the count. I'm like, what the heck is going on? The second they went back into the ring, it was a freaking brawl slugfest. Punch after punch, hit after hit, kick after kick, spinning kick after spinning kick, punch in the face after punch in the face, chopped after chop. I'm like, what the heck? Can someone just end the fight so we can go home? The second CM Punk had AJ on his shoulders and AJ's holding onto the rope, bam! Finn Balor makes it a disqualification and he pulverizes CM Punk. I'm like, whoa, what the? I'm like yelling at the TV. I'm like, Punk, what are you doing? I'm like, Finn, what are you doing? What the hell's wrong with you? I thought you were friends with this man. What's going on with you? Not only he gave him two of his signature moves to the barricade, but he gave him not one, not two, but three coup de grace to the chest. So right now, Finn Balor is done playing nice. He's done being the good guy. It's now his time to be the world champion. Now, either he gets his rematch at the Royal Rumble, or maybe he can go into Punk's territory at the Elimination Chamber and he beats him in his hometown of Chicago. If that happens, oh, phew, I don't know what to feel if he fights Punk for the world championship in his hometown and he beats him in his hometown. Like, Chicago is a very special place for CM Punk. I mean, he returned in Chicago at Survivor Series, I think 3 years ago. It was a SmackDown show in Chicago, one of John Cena's last stops for his retirement tour. By the end of it, not only Punk comes back to his hometown, but of course, his wife AJ Lee comes and he helps him with the aid of the rivalry that he had between Becky and Seth. So when it comes to Chicago and CM Punk, everybody loves the guy. When he comes to Chicago, everybody praises him. They wear his shirts. They take pictures with the guy. They're saying that he is the best wrestler that ever lived in Chicago. But now, since Elimination Chamber is going to be in Chicago, and we all know Punk's going to be there because he's a champion, let's say hypothetically speaking, Finn Balor wants his rematch, but now he wants it in Punk's territory, and then he beats him in his territory. And who knows, he could possibly be a champion to get at WrestleMania. Now that would be interesting to see. Like, first he beats CM Punk in his hometown at the Elimination Chamber with the last spots to get to WrestleMania, and then you beat him, and the next thing you know, you're a champion at WrestleMania. Like, what? It couldn't get any, like, for me, that couldn't get any better than that. So, yeah, Monday Night Raw was just a crazy Monday Night Raw. The last one before the Royal Rumble. And then, of course, we got SmackDown coming up in a couple of days. And then after that, we got the Royal Rumble. Now, like I said before, I want Paige to return. I want Chris Jericho to return, and then maybe possibly maybe Brie could return maybe one last time with her sister, like have a little like a Bells reunion, and then after that, then they go back to their like original ways, she goes back to her family, and Nikki Bella goes back to wrestling again. And next thing you know, she just takes down half of the women's roster. Right now, the Royal Rumble has now gotten 10 times better because not only it's going to be in a different country, but they're going to make their own stadium. And what's better yet, it's gonna be outside. It's gonna be an outside arena, and it's gonna, like they literally made a whole stage for them. All the seats, concession stands, the ring, the lights, pyro, everything you can imagine. They built it from the ground up, and they're gonna have that this Saturday. And I know it's going to be freaking incredible. Again, with the men's Royal Rumble. You got Cody Rhodes, Jigga 2, Jimmy and Jay, Rey Mysterio, Penta. Like, these guys are going to pulverize the Vision, and then the Seth Rollins comes back. The Vision is going to regret kicking him out. As for the women, same for everybody. But of course, everybody is neither in tag team or in factions with one another, so I hate to say it, but at the end of the day, it's every woman's game, and the last one standing gets the main event spot at WrestleMania. So, to the women's roster who are either in tag teams or in factions, I salute you. I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope Paige makes a return. I am praying on it. I am hoping on it because she's again one of the best women in the women's roster. So I'm happy for I'm excited for the Royal Rumble. I'm happy that everything is falling into place, and I'm a little bit happy that Finn Balor got to catch the crap out of CM Punk. I'm just saying. Just saying. Even though I'm a CM Punk fan, after what happened with Finn Balor, I want Finn Balor to be a champion. So by all means, dude, do what you gotta do. And if you have to fight him in Chicago, I fully support that. I mean, look, you gotta do what you gotta do to become a champion, and that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Well, that's all I have for today, guys. Be sure to watch the Royal Rumble. It's gonna be live in Saudi Arabia on ESPN in the US, internationally on Netflix from all around the world. It will start at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, 11 p.m. Pacific time. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Be sure to watch the Royal Rumble, and I will talk to you guys soon.